Hey guys, welcome back to Glenna's World of Coloring. I hope everyone's doing good. Today we're going to be coloring out of 100 Tattoos by Deena Stone. I don't know what page I'm going to color yet, but that's what we're going to work on today. So let me grab a piece of cardstock. We're going to need that because I'm using markers. Alright, I'm going to figure out what page I'm going to do and then I'll be right back. I'm just going to start at the front of the book and work my way back. I've got plans for this book. And I'll get into that when I start coloring. Oh, there's super glue on my desk. Dang. There's super glue on my desk because I was making these. They're like little bookmarks with like little 3D butterflies on the top. They're really cute. So I was like, hey, I like those. I'm going to try to make them. And I made them. I had one of them in a book I was reading. And I finished that book, so now I don't have anything to put them in. But we're going to start with this squid. Alright. What color are squids usually? I can look it up. Let's see. What color? I've got caps on. What color are squid? Black, white, brown, or gray? Okay. I think we're going to use gray. We're going to use gray because it's not going to look good black because the lines are black. It's not going to be good. So, let's see here. Where is my color charts? Do they not exist anymore? What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. I'm just blind. I'm blind. Alright, let's get into the grays. Let's do CG041. Kind of a darker gray. CG041. Because I want somewhat of a darker gray. There's CG051. There's 41. Now, let me zoom you in some. Alright. Okay, my plans for this book. I think that I'm going to turn this book into a color by number. I think I am. This is like the perfect kind of book to turn into one. So I think that I'm gonna do that. I don't think it'd be very hard because I'd have to just figure out. Let's see. Well, kicked my camera. Okay. I'd have to figure out what colors I want to go where, which that would be a fun part of it too. And then I would have to figure out like the key, the color key. Try to make it all cohesive. So like number 1 would be black, number 2 would be like yellow, 3 red, something like that. Like kind of organized in a way. Hold on, I keep moving my tripod. Not really a tripod, but I keep moving the stand that my freaking phone's on. But honestly, if I like the way that it's turning out, I might do a video showing how to do it, like how I would do it. I think that would be really cool. Because a book like this, hold on, when I get done coloring this last little piece. A book like this would be really easy to turn into a color by number. Because, oh, let me zoom you back out. But just put the numbers on, like, let's say I wanted this dragon to be red. Like, number 1 would be red because it'd be the dragon. And like an orange for like the little squigglies here. That'd be really neat. And like this, skin, number 1, peach. Like write down the color names and everything. And even like on the other page here, maybe take a pen and write on the back what colors would go where. Or like I was saying, just have a cohesive guide. So like number 23, peach. And then I could also use that for, well, I thought I had another one that I could use that for. I don't know. I did. Oh, like here, 23, same color. Like, it would be really easy to do, actually. So I think when I'm done with this video, I will attempt to do that with the rest of this book, because I'm going to color this straight right now. I'm going to color it straight on, and I'm going to try the color by number thing after, because I don't want to stop in the middle of my video, try to figure everything out. It'd take like an hour to figure everything out, and I've got to do a few other things as well today, so I just don't have time to do that right now. That's why I was saying later, because I'm probably going to make a new video for my other channel, my Scary Stories channel. I'm going to worry about that as well. But yeah, it would just be a really fun little project to do with my coloring books. Because sometimes, you know, I get bored and I don't know what to color something. So I'll sit there and I'll look and I'll look and I'll look. I'll look for 15 minutes trying to figure out what to color something. And then, you know, it just delays you a little bit. It delays what you're working on. So if I color by number my books, then I'll know exactly what I want, exactly what goes where, you know. And I feel that that would be really cool. So yeah, if I think it's gonna look good, I will do the whole book, and then I'll do a different book to show you guys how I would do it. Maybe like a big long video taking you through everything that I'm doing with the book, what numbers I'm putting where, like why I think those numbers should go there. You know, I think it'd be a really fun thing to do. I think it'd be really fun. Yeah, I might do that. If it turns out good, that is. If it doesn't look good, then I probably won't do it to any other books. But sometimes I just lose motivation to color, and then I get a new color by number, and then it's like, ooh, I'm gonna color a lot out of that. because it's quick, it's easy. I think any book could be a color by number. Unless it was like grayscale or already color by number, you know. I don't think it'd be easy to make a grayscale book into a color by number. I already hardly ever color grayscale. I don't really like to do grayscale unless it's like Jade Summer, where it's like very grayscaled out and it's just easy to take your markers and start coloring. But when you've got grayscale that's not lined much, or it's got very thin lines, then it's like, I don't know about it, because I hate to be outside of the lines. With this, it's more like, well, I'll be coloring it a darker color probably anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Shoot, it's a little bit warm. I'm going to turn a fan on here in a second. It's a little bit warmer of a day today. Okay. Yeah, let me pull my little fan over here. I've just got like a little desk fan, so I can just prop it up somewhere. Well, that ain't gonna work. I can just set it on the desk and point it at me, and then boom. Now it's not so warm. Alright. You might be able to hear it. I'm not for sure. It's a pretty quiet little fan. I bought it when I was at work a few months ago. Yeah. I'm hoping that I can get a different job for long. Because I'm saving my money right now, saving some money right now to buy an e-reader, a Kindle Paperwhite is what I'm wanting. That's what I want. And then I have to save before I get it. I'm trying to save half of it, half of what the thing costs. So, yeah. I totaled up what I would need. I don't remember if I included the taxes in there. I hope I did, or I'll need more money. I think it was like $230 is what I needed for everything that I was gonna get. I'm gonna get $30 for books, and I know I can do Kindle Unlimited, but it's like you have them and then you have to give them back when you're done reading them. I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna buy the books that I want to have, because I don't want to have to remember all of that. My memory's not great anyway to begin with, So if I have to remember to return a book, then it's not going to end very well. It'll be like, I think I'm forgetting about something, but I don't know what. Yes, I am forgetting about something. Hold on, this might dry my marker out, so this fan, so I might have to move it. So let me move this. I'm gonna have to move that right back. Okay, that's better. It's not blowing right at anything. Oh shoot. Alright, that scared me a little bit. I guess it didn't affect my rabbit any. It's sitting in its pile of hay eating. So I guess she's fine. Oh, scared me a little bit. That's fine, I guess. Alright. Trying to do this kind of in a quick manner because I don't want streaks in my work. I hate that. When you get streaks in your marker work, ooh. I might have to move this fan again. Or just turn it off because it's making me rush because the marker's drying because the fan, and it's making me go outside the lines, which is annoying. I'll just turn it off for now. Yeah, that's better. So how is everyone? Hopefully doing pretty good. Okay. Oh, you didn't see what I was doing for like a little bit. It's okay. Oh, all right. After the squid's done, we can start. That might be an octopus. It's a squid now. It is a squid now. After the squid, I'm gonna do the sword. I did read a pretty good book last week. Ordered it from Amazon. It's based on a scary story that I like. So it's pretty good. And then there's a second book to it. So I'm gonna buy that as well. Get out of my way. My jar of pennies was in the way. Okay. Yeah, this will be a lot better when it's a color by number. Because then I'm going to know exactly what colors that I want to use for each picture. I do need to kind of limit myself on what kind of colors, because I can't have like 3 of the same color. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I want to do. Alright. Hopefully you guys liked my last video. I finished the page in one video. I don't think that's going to happen here, because I still have to go in and shade with pencils. So, yeah, that probably won't be the case with this video, because I want it to have dimension. And I think I'm gonna start posting on my Instagram again. I used to post every page that I would do on Instagram, and now I don't. I'll probably delete the last post that I made, the ones that I made before. Probably delete those and start fresh. More than likely, because my art has gotten better since those, and I'd rather it just be good stuff instead of stuff and then good stuff. Yeah. God, it's warm in here. I don't want to turn the fan back on because it was trying to dry my markers too fast. Yeah. I about guarantee that when my markers start running out, I will get a new set of these. I think Ohuhu has to be my all-time favorite markers now. I gotta clean this up right here. Okay. Where I got it out of the line there, we had to clean that up a little bit. If I pointed it up, that is a little better. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's see here. Not sure about this. It looks like the squid, so I think I'll just color it like the squid. That's what it's looking like to me. Okay. And then squid wraps around the blade. Shoot, with YouTube, it's a wonder you can still say sword. They've banned so many words. You can't say the right word for unalive anymore, really. You can't really say a whole lot of stuff anymore. I've said those words before, but I don't make any money off of these videos anyway. I'm sure I could, but I don't know. I want to get to where I can make money from these. It's not really about the money though for me. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit of extra income, but it's more about fun for me. I like to do this in my free time. I don't like to just sit and do something that feels like work to me all the time. If it felt like I was at work, I'd be like, I don't think I want to do that. I already don't like going to my own job. Because all I do, I go in, work for like 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours a week. Not a week, but a day. 2 days a week. So it's like 8 to 10 hours. And I hardly make anything. So it's like, it's not worth going in for. But at the same time, I don't have a choice. I'm trying to get a different job because I've got bills. I have bills to pay. I can't really afford to stay at this job much longer. They have taken a bunch of our hours away because our store isn't making as much money as they used to. So it's like, oh, well, not many people's coming in, so they don't need all this time. They don't need many people because there's no sense in it. So they don't want to pay people to come in and do nothing, basically. And that's what I do most of the time anyway, is nothing, because there's nothing to do. And it's horrible. All I do, I go in, clock in. Usually I'm on the register ringing people up, and that's about all that there really is to do in a day. Sometimes we'll get lucky and something will need to be rerun. So like food, dog food, paper, like makeup, something will need to be gone through again in case something will go out on the shelf. But hardly anything will go out, and you can't get that through corporate's mind. They're like, oh, why is the stock room full of everything? You guys need to get in there and run some stuff. Well, we run it, and barely anything goes out on the shelf because there's so much of it already on there. So it just has to sit until we have room. Sucks. I hate working for these big greedy corporations. They don't care about you. They care about money. They don't care. You know, that's one thing that I actually liked about working at the pet store, is that they cared about their employees. They cared about their employees, but, you know, they end up like every other pet store. People actually just found out not long ago that they were getting puppies and kittens from mills, which is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. I don't know why people still support puppy mills, kitten mills. I don't know why they support these animal mills. If you've seen the conditions these animals were in, God Almighty, you would never support anything like that again. Usually, when an animal is in a mill, I'm going to zoom out just a little. Okay. But usually when an animal is in a mill, what happens is that they are usually in these little wire cages. The floor is wire, the sides are wire, the top's wire. And they have to stand and sit and lay on that stuff for as long as they're there, which is horrifying to think about. This is horrifying to think about, because just imagine yourself having to stand and lay and sleep and eat and drink on that wire constantly. They don't get breaks off of the wire. They don't get to move to other places. They're just on the wire 24/7 until people come and get them to sell in other places. And I absolutely hate that. Absolutely hate that. See, squid eyes are yellowish white. So I'm going to break out primrose. Yes. Oh, well, you can't really see the marker. Y195 primrose. But yeah, it's absolutely horrifying and devastating to know that these animals are treated like that. It's horrifying. And I hate it. There's suction cups. They're like a yellowish, like a yellowy color. Do. All I'm seeing for that is like a whitish, yellowy, whitish yellow. So I guess we'll use primrose for those two. But yeah, it's just awful. And that is one reason I will never support the pet store that I used to work at. I will not ever again. I found out they were doing that, and I was like, don't think so. I was like, that is disgusting. That is horrifying. And I'm glad that I no longer work for them. Because it's awful. And if I ever had a pet store, I can absolutely guarantee right now that if I ever sold dogs or cats, I would never, ever decide to get puppies or kittens from mills. Because it's just gross. It's disgusting how these animals are treated. It's horrifying. And I will not support it. Not in a million years. So, there's always a chance that something like that could happen. Like somebody was like, hey, I have puppies that I need to get rid of. And if you don't know, then what are you supposed to do? I will make absolute sure that those are not mill animals. The best that I can. I will make sure the best that I can. It's like, well, if these people take these animals from the mills, it's helping them. It's helping the animals. It's actually not. Because when you buy from a mill, then that just gives them more money to keep doing it. And they won't stop. They'll never stop. So the more money they have, the more they will do it. And there will be more and more and more animals that have to be in these mills. So I'm absolutely glad I don't work for them anymore. I didn't know anything about it when I was there. If I would have found out, I probably would not have stayed. I will not support that. And they're in hot water for it too from their customers. Somebody had asked where to find a Maine Coon kitten. And somebody said, oh, well, such and such pet store has some. And then somebody right after that said, do not buy any animals from this pet store because they come from mills. And their proof was that they used to work for them, and they would be the ones to go and pick the animals up. I believe them wholeheartedly. I absolutely do. And such nice people. I would have never expected them to do something like that. I guess you never really know someone until you haven't spoken to them or anything for a while. I don't know. all of their animals probably come from something like that then, if those animals did. Fish, hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits. You know, reptiles. So, stuff like that. It's horrifying. Let's see. Trying to get all the gray out of the suckers so that I can lay down the primrose and it'll be good. But yes, I will no longer support that pet store. If I want something for my rabbit, I will buy it on Amazon. I don't have any other local pet stores. This one's not even local anymore. They're in London. But PetSmart, I feel, would be the same. I've heard that they do it too. Get stuff from Mills. So, I don't know. Because Amazon does not sell animals. They sell products. So I feel like that's a better alternative than going somewhere and supporting those awful conditions. And even working there the time that I did, I already didn't like some of the things they would do. Like I said before, the whole leaving sick animals in a room until they died. That is not good. I don't feel like that is the right thing to do. Take them to a vet. If they need help, help them. I mean, there was nothing that I could do. They would be like, hey, put that animal in the back in a cage. And I'm like, well, all right. That was my job. I didn't know that they didn't get treated. I was like, oh, well, this animal is sick. They probably take it and get it checked, and then they get medications to give them so that they'll get better. No, that's not how they do it at all. That is what I found out when the police showed up and checked on the animals. Somebody had worked there before, and I worked with her a little bit. I'm not going to say what her name is, but yeah, she worked there with me. She was there like a couple weeks, and she would tell one of our managers, hey, I hate this job. I don't want to do it anymore. I hate it. Da, da, da. And this manager, she told the owners. She was like, hey, listen, she's saying that she hates the job. She doesn't want to do it. And I guess she had found out because I went to work one day. That manager didn't show up for her shift. And I was like, hey, what happened to her? And they said, well, she was accused of stealing money. I don't think she did. I would have talked to her about it instead of firing her. I would have been like, hey, is this true? Did you do this? I mean, I can tell when someone's lying to me. So, I mean, if they did it, then fire them. If they didn't do it, then let them stay. This girl, she was ruthless. She would try to get anyone fired. And I was afraid if I did anything wrong that she would say something about me and that I would get fired, lose my job. And they flat out told me, well, the female boss, she flat out told me she didn't think that she stole anything. And I was just like, I was like, then why did you fire her for no reason if you thought that girl was just saying that she did it? Oh, that place was so corrupt, I swear. The more that I can think about it, the more I realize that they just did stuff wrong, you know. They don't take care of their animals that are sick. They don't listen to someone try to plead their case. They just get rid of them. One girl, I understand this termination, but at the same time, still, she was another manager, and she was looking to get a new job, you know. She was trying to find a different job at the time. And she had told the male boss, she said, hey, I'm putting in a notice, a 2 weeks notice, because I'm about to get a different job. And he said, well, give me your keys and you can go on right now. We don't need you. And we won't hire you back. And it's like, dude, don't fire someone just because they're looking for a new job. Don't do that. That's not how you run a business. It's absolutely not how you run a business. You let them put their notice in, and then when the time comes, they will turn their keys in and they will leave. They won't be back, usually. But why? Why just let her go and then be left with no managers? Because they got rid of both managers for absolutely no reason. And I will not say the name of the store, because if they find out, they can sue me pretty good for talking bad about their business, which is stupid that they can do that, but they can. Yeah, this is looking cool. I really like this. Alright, I'm gonna use like a, well, let me pick my stuff up out of the floor. That might help a little bit. Oh my god. I gotta redo my color charts too, now that I think about it. Because they are a hot mess. Anyway, I'll do that later. I will do that later. Let's get like a, let's get E371 in for that. E371. Let's see, 371. There it is. All right. E371 from Dust. But yes, I never will understand why they were both fired for absolutely no reason. I kind of get the second girl because she didn't really do things the right way. She had cleaned some fish tank decor from the fish that we had. Okay, she cleaned it, and apparently she didn't clean it good enough. We usually soaked it in bleach, like bleach and water, diluted bleach, and you're supposed to make sure it's rinsed off. Rinse it a good few times, and then put it back in the tank that it was in. Well, she did not rinse the stuff off good enough, so there was bleach still on the decor. And with it being on the decor still, it killed all the fish in the tanks that she had put the decor in. And they had lost over $1,000 worth of fish. All down the drain. Not literally down the drain, but the money was down the drain. $1,000 worth. I don't know if she actually did that, or if they were just trying to justify why she was let go after she had put a notice in. They're probably just trying to cover their own behinds, honestly. Just be like, hey, this happened, so when she was ready to go, we just let her go. I mean, it's not hard to figure out anything. Let's see. What do I want to do about the sword itself? Let me see here. It kind of looks like a stone sword in a way. Let me use CG023. CG023. There's 23. I'll finish the base. Well, yeah. I'll finish the base of the drawing, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, I don't know why somebody can just fire someone for no reason like that. I honestly think they were trying to cover their own butts after they got rid of her because she was trying to find a different job. They didn't like that she was doing that. They didn't like her trying to find something else while she was a manager. And they were just like, no, you can go. We don't need you. It's just harsh. Why would you do that? Took away her income for the couple weeks that she had to wait for the other thing. I don't know. She's on a farm now, and she absolutely loves it. So I'm glad. I'm glad she found something better. I found something worse, but hopefully it'll be better when I go and work with my dad. Hopefully. I can't promise anything, but we can sure hope. But when I get done with this page, I've got to let the rabbit out. I let her out every so often. I'd say a good 4 times a week I let her out to play. And she absolutely loves it. She usually will jump up on the bed with me. I kind of want... I don't know what to do really with the handle. Let's make these like red. The tips of these arrows, let's do those like a red color. Let's go ahead with 872. 872 right there. Our 872 is tomato. But yes, I just think it's ridiculous for them to be so petty and just fire someone just out of the blue. But in Kentucky, there's a anyway, in Kentucky, you don't have to have a reason to fire someone. So if they don't want you anymore, they can just be like, hey, we don't need you anymore. Go ahead and leave. We don't really have a thing that says that you have to give an explanation as to why you were let go, which is stupid. It's stupid, but that's how it is. So, yeah. There's times I think back to my first job. Ooh, I hated that job. Wish I'd have been a little smarter then, so then I wouldn't have went. I applied for one area, and then a different manager called me from a different place. And she was like, hey, put in for this location. I was like, okay. Like, she was from a different store altogether. I had applied for the one that was actually just like 10 minutes away from me. And then the store manager of one that was like 35 minutes away from me called and was like, hey, put in an application for our store. I was like, okay. I did. I got the job. I didn't need an interview because they was pretty short on staff. So they never give an interview or anything. yeah. I worked there for probably a good 5 or 6 months. And then after a while, I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I was like, I need to transfer stores. I can't handle this boss. Because I'm pretty sure she would talk about me behind my back. Yeah, I get self-conscious of that. And I hate it, but yeah, that's how it is usually. Anyway, I was like, well, I'm done with this. She had the nerve to come up to me while I was working one day and she said, hey, you need to take a shower tonight. Or put some deodorant on. I stood there, I was like, I did shower and put deodorant on. She's like, well, you need more. You need more. She didn't really say that, but she embarrassed the heck out of me. I like cried. You don't want to hear that kind of stuff. You know, if you want me to do something, text me or pull me aside into the office or something and just be like, hey, people are complaining about somebody smelling bad. Make sure you're taking showers and putting deodorant on. Don't just come up to the person and tell them that like that. That is disgusting of someone to do. And for her, I had put deodorant on and I did shower. She was being really rude about it. And then she texted me about it too. Ooh. I make dang sure that I put enough deodorant and stuff on. And I've never had another complaint about it. Wow, that was weird. I've never had another complaint about it anywhere else. More than likely it was her that stunk. I had taken a shower the night before she told me that. I like to take my showers at night. You know, you don't want somebody to be rude like that to you. Just be like, hey, you stink. Take a shower, put deodorant on. Nobody wants to hear that from somebody. That is just... And I know pretty dang well that I did not stink. I don't know what gives her the audacity to say that to somebody. I don't know who complained. Probably nobody. She probably got a whiff of something of herself and was like, hey, it's probably her that's smelling bad over there, even though it smells bad right here. Ooh. If I smell so bad, how come my ex never said anything about it? How come the people at the pet store never said anything about it? How come my boss now doesn't say anything about it? I never did anything different either. I would take a shower, put my deodorant on. Well, take a shower the night before, get up, put my deodorant on, put my work clothes on, and leave. That's what I do now. That's what I've done before, and that's what I do. That's what I've always done, and nobody's griped or complained about it now. Nobody wants to be told that. Nobody wants to be told that they stink. I get people that come in smelling like they just had a joint, and I don't say anything to them. It's not my business. They can smoke weed as much as they want to. I mean, I'm not going to be the one that tells them that they don't smell good, that they smell bad. I'm not going to be rude. Be like, hey, quit smoking weed, you stink. No. I'm not going to be that way. That is awful. I'm going to use CG022 for the arrow tips. But yeah, don't be a prick. Don't be mean to people. There's some people that smell bad that just can't help it. You know, you don't know what somebody's going through. Tell you what. Maybe they don't have access to water. Maybe they don't have access to a shower, you know? You don't know. You can't judge somebody just because they don't smell that great. Yeah, I got access to a shower, and I make sure I shower. But if she was the one that stunk, I ain't gonna come up to her and be like, hey, take a shower, put deodorant on, you smell bad. No. That's just rude. I ain't gonna be that person. I am not gonna be mean to somebody like that. Ooh, I can make that like amethyst. Ooh, get a nice pretty purple. Let's use... Ooh, what kind of shade of purple is an amethyst? Stop it. Okay. Amethyst. Ooh, it's like a deep kind of purple. Let's do... Let's do 660. 660. Okay. 660 blue violet. Then when we get this handle and everything done, then, ooh, that's a pretty purple. I will definitely make this book a color by number, because it's just fun. I don't know if I'll make them all like that. Maybe. Because that's how I like to color color by number. And then I can make the other piece right here like a brown. Oh, I got good ideas. Who would have thought? But yeah, I think I would love to have my own pet store. I'm not gonna treat people like how I've witnessed people be treated, how I was treated when I got my own store. You know, it's gonna be smiles, it's gonna be friendly. You know, I understand that I understand it's not always going to be fun. You know, vets, not fun. And yes, I will take my sick animals to the vet. I don't care. Let's grab E340 Burnt Sienna. Yes. And just finish off the handle. But yeah, I'm not going to do like they was doing. I'll take my animals to the vet. Make sure they're healthy. Keep a log of when they went. Because if animal control comes or the police, you need to have a log of when an animal was taken to the vet. Yes, sir. Another thing, they would cram like 5 puppies into one little kennel when they were cleaning. One. They had like 2, but if one had a certain kind in it, they couldn't put the others in there. I mean, and then I'm going to use this little band. I'm going to make that R865 geranium. But yeah, it's a bunch of crap. All right, we are done. I think I'm gonna make the little tips. I think I'm gonna make the CG041. Like a little bit deeper of a gray. Because the light gray, it's okay, but it's not like the best. I gotta clean it up too, where I got it out of the line a little bit. But yeah, I will make sure my animals are taken really good care of. All right, we are done and it looks awesome. But yeah, if I decide to make this whole thing color by number, I will choose a different book and I will show you guys how to do it. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get uploaded, to get notified when I upload new videos. That's always a blast. It's always fun. And yeah, I will be posting this on Instagram when it is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.